Welcome back to another video on the channel. I hope you guys are doing well. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the madness that Ajax just did against Juventus. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight into this. Okay, so this guy's talking about the UCL live cards in FIFA 19. So the main man, Alfie, was presumably willing to, bite the bullet, take the risk, because there was no guarantee that Juve would get through. He put all his eggs in that Juventus basket and he thought they were going to progress into that semi-final, but it turned out that the risk did not pay off. Yeah, the other clubs who sign Ajax's players are like Mr. Steal Your Goal. They just steal their players, they sign them, and then they take all of Ajax's talent, which is a shame to see. And because big clubs are taking their players, we can't really see that dominant display from Ajax. Over the course of the next 5 years, if they were to keep their players would develop and progress a lot and become possibly even world class, which would allow their squad to become absolutely fantastic and allow them to, win more trophies domestically and in competitions like the Champions League. They could possibly win the UCL, you never know. Anything can happen at this point. With, the likes of Real Madrid getting knocked out, PSG getting knocked out, and don't forget that Ajax were the team that got past Real Madrid. With all that happening, like honestly, I think they could possibly win. And I love the unpredictability of the UCL at the moment. Okay, so my man Tom here is saying that only the real ones, only the true Juventus fans will applaud the class that Ajax showed yesterday in the UCL against Juventus. And it's good to see that a Juve fan is bigging up Ajax, obviously Juve's opposition at that time. It's good to see that he's praising them and wishing them luck, despite the fact that Ajax were the team that got Juve out of the UCL. Yeah, I was mentioning earlier how Ajax beat Real Madrid and Juventus, and it just goes to show that they can come across another team in that semi-final and they can beat them. And it shows that Ajax are a formidable side. They're difficult to overcome. And if they do come up against Tottenham, you may call me biased as I'm an Arsenal fan, but best believe that Ajax will completely annihilate Spurs. They will completely smoke them. And yeah, it's going to be absolutely fantastic to see. The thing is though, PSG are playing in a farmers league. In the Serie A, which is obviously the Italian league, there are still some quality teams. We're talking about AC Milan, Roma, Lazio, Inter Milan. So yeah, I think maybe this guy should put a little bit more spec on Juve's name. But they did kind of bottle it like PSG did against Man United. To win the Ballon d'Or, you need to have a good CV for that particular year. You need to win trophies. But now that Juventus are out of the UCL, obviously that eliminates the chance of them lifting that UCL trophy come June. But Barcelona still have a huge chance of winning the UCL. And if they do, then Lionel will probably win the Ballon d'Or. I've said this countless times, Spurs will not win a trophy, they're bottle jobs. But at least this guy concedes the fact that if he does go out to Ajax, even though Tottenham won't even play Ajax because they're not going to get past Man City, then he'll be happy for them to, go past him, get into that final and potentially win the trophy. It's a brilliant time for, Dutch football and the Dutch league, the Eredivisie, because we can see that Ajax are really progressing and developing as a football club. So it shows that maybe in the future, more Dutch teams will, be on the come up, on the rise, and people will start to realize that Dutch football is just getting better and is possibly competing with, football from other leagues overseas. I 110% agree with this statement from Skills Jr. Ajax would absolutely clap United, no doubt about it. Yeah, we need a centre-back big time, and someone like De Ligt would really improve our defence. This Don's like 19, but he's a proper captain. It just goes to show that age is just a number. And as for Hakim Ziyech, he's like a Moroccan Ozil, creative player. He's got good vision, good passing, and yeah, he would suit us a lot in that cam position. Don't get me wrong, De Ligt is a certified baller, but why is man doing this? The ref was literally checking for a potential penalty because he thought that the Juventus player pushed the Ajax player, but it turned out that De Ligt was just pushing his teammates for whatever reason. I said this before, but Tottenham will not go through. I can't lie, they did well in the first leg to beat City. Son's goal was really good, but let's get this straight. They're not progressing in the Champions League. Porto though, I mean, it took a 2-0 deficit in the first leg. Liverpool got the job done with Naby Keita and Roberto Firmino, but hey, who knows? Porto at home could be a good team. But yeah, if Porto got through and Liverpool got out when they got arguably the easiest cup tie, there's got to be questions raised at Jurgen Klopp. The Juventus manager Massimiliano Allegri is known to be a genius, a tactician. He knows what he's doing with the tactics, and also Juventus are known to have one of the best defenses in the world, spearheaded by Giorgio Chiellini. So those two facts coupled together mean that the defense is not an excuse for their L. Yeah, Charlie's too right. Like, everyone wants Ajax to go all the way and win the UCL because they're the underdogs. And we're all backing them. I mean, I'm a neutral myself because obviously Arsenal aren't in the Champions League, which is quite peak, I can't lie. But yeah, it'll just be cool to see, a different team winning that Champions League competition. And also, we cannot forget that every Brit loves an underdog. Since CR7 got on the score sheet, I don't really think you can say that he was a ghost in the match. The Monaco squad a few years ago was incredible. But yeah, imagine Kylian Mbappe and Frankie de Jong, two brilliant players who are still incredibly young. Then you have Bernardo Silva, arguably Manchester City's best player this season, and then Hakim Ziyech, who obviously he's been playing amazing this season, as seen by the way he's performing in the UCL. Okay, so this guy says that Messi will have, a tasty Ajax for his dinner. And I can't lie, even though I hope this does not happen, in that UCL final, should both teams get to that UCL final, Ajax and Barca, Messi could just start a complete takedown of Ajax. The ironic thing is though, as much as I hate to big up Man United, they literally beat Juventus when they were away from home. Although their dub over Juve was incredibly lucky, whereas, Ajax put in a fantastic performance and deserved to get the victory. Football is definitely a team sport, but when you have a player of Ronaldo's caliber, they can carry you to the win. Ronaldo at Real Madrid was almost like a one-man team, even though the team was full of superstars. He has the ability to carry Juventus and get them through to the latter stages of the UCL. That's why the commentator was saying Ronaldo out, because it's basically his team. He didn't come to Juve, Juve came to him. Anyways, on that note, that is going to be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out. Too much on my mind, yeah. I can't make my mind up. Told her that time's up. I've been on my grind.